That's fun.
Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So Alabama's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. So here we go now, 3rd and inches on this opening drive.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
On the return, it's Robinson. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Oh, and it's a fumble. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Second, the coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the point after is right down the middle. he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Fights through the tackler. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. To avoid another punt here in the second drive, they got to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held onto the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. And they've got the returner corralled. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to...
The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Alabama. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. The defense playing a huge role here. They score, and suddenly we're tied with a conference championship on the line.
Wow, this is unbelievable drama right here. I just happen to be looking at the head coach when they created that turnover. He's running on the sideline almost like he's trying to chase the ball carrier into the end zone. Huge play and changes the momentum of this game.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Johnson. Quarterback. To the right, it's complete. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Try and muscle for the first down. They make the stop just short of the mark where it's going to be 4th down and inches.
This guy did everything that he could to try to get to that first down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Ball handed off. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Defense will make the stop on what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Johnson. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
A 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And there's the handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Automatic on the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Remember, last time, North Point on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Grab behind the line. It's Green. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And now the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Can they convert on 3rd down to keep this drive rolling? Or it's snapped to the back. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence and you can wear that defense down psychologically.
Second down after the incompletion. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Now play number 9 on this drive. The shotgun running play call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. Dropping back, it's Johnson. The pocket breaking down. Intercepted in the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. That's a potential gain. And the big return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points. At the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
He's running out of time here. Just trying to get rid of it. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, and got rid of the football. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Punting ready to boot it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Jones. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. Forced out. Clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Jones. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. That's a design quarterback keeper. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. So on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head, the poor kicker.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Quick throw to the left. And it's complete downfield. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's past the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Aggies come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. The pass not enough for the first down. Punting unit is on the field. And it's taken at the 25. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Quarterback's got it on the option. Gets into space at the 50. That's a solid game there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself.
Boy, great keeper here by the quarterback for some nice yards and a first down. And I tell you, they've had a great tradition over the years of having quarterbacks that have the ability to put the ball down and pick up valuable yardage.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. He hands it to the back. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Aggies hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Fresh set of downs. First and goal. And the running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Well, still plenty of work here to do now on second down and goal. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Hold it. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Coming up, second down and goal. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And he knocks that one right through. And with that, they regain the lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. The loss sets up a second and long from the 20. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Quick throw over the middle. He's got it for a big gain. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. It's a short completion to the big tight end. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And they pick up the first on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They bring the punter onto the field now. On to kick now for the 5th time today. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They're going to run it here. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
The Aggies will crank up the tempo. Here's the handoff on first and goal. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance for this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game. Everybody watching. What a game.
Bringing it out, it's Hamilton. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16th. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Offensively, you get to the fourth quarter, you're down in the game. You're thinking about vertical shots and getting out of bounds to try to stop the clock. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'll give that up.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And you'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. A new set of downs after that completion.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
So second down after the incompletion. Back to throw again. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. And the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9. Dropping back, it's Simpson. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pressure is coming. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. They need a touchdown here. Down big in the fourth quarter. Third and goal. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on a screen now. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down. A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on fourth down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, one-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so maybe they'll have to run a couple plays here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The game makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Open. Costly holding penalty there, backs him up 10 yards. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And he finds the running back in the flat. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up 4th down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
And the Aggies will send the punt team onto the field. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And he's brought down, a sack for the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best